Today is a Friday, October 27, 2023. Missing political workers, anchors and civilians. Political designing in Pakistan has, throughout the long term, taken many structures. As of late, these remember causing rebellions for ideological groups through tensions, coercion and affectations, making destabilization through delayed protests, fabricating media talk for or against specific ideological groups or political leaders, with no obvious end goal in mind, utilizing preclusion arrangements to eliminate lawmakers from the constituent cycle, and specifically applying responsibility regulations for, in the expressions of the High Court, abuse and exploitation of adversaries. This year, another variation in political designing appears to have arisen. Legislators are either kidnapped or captured, their destiny or whereabouts stay obscure for days or weeks. Lastly, they show up in question and answer sessions or TV interviews where they report leaving the PTI and make various charges against PTI's executive. These vanishings and later returns are not separate occasions but rather appear to be efficient and focused on against the political administration of only one ideological group and its partners. This recommends that the state is currently involving upheld vanishings as an instrument to debilitate the PTI by compelling rebellions and renunciations from the party, as well as utilizing implicating explanations against the PTI's chairman Imran Khan by such individuals soon after their return as an endeavor to change his public discernment through the media. We ought to review that under worldwide regulation, an upheld vanishing is the capture, confinement, kidnapping or some other type of hardship of freedom by specialists of the state, followed by a refusal to recognize the hardship of freedom or by camouflage of the destiny or whereabouts of the vanished individual, which places such an individual external the insurance of the law. It is likewise vital to take note that just recognizing capture doesn't imply that a case isn't one of implemented vanishing. Keeping the destiny or the whereabouts of the prisoner mysterious after the capture, regardless of whether it is for a couple of days or weeks, is adequate to make the training a vanishing, as it puts the individual external the insurance of the law. UN specialists have, hence, referred to upheld vanishing as a device for suppression and a method of dread. They have communicated worry that in various nations, it is being educated to knowledge and security officials as a reaction to genuine common hardship, requesting a vote-based system and other essential freedoms. By and large, the act of implemented vanishings has taken many structures in Pakistan. While there are reports that authorized vanishing has been executed since essentially the 1970s, such cases have been kept in huge numbers in the mid-2000s, starting with Pakistan's contribution in the Us-Drove battle on fear in late 2001. From that point forward, many individuals blamed for offences connected with psychological warfare have reportedly vanished subsequent to being kidnapped by security organizations and confined stealthily in offices, Punjab, and especially in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Instances of implemented vanishings are additionally announced in huge numbers in Balochistan, where the training is utilized against political activists, basic liberties protectors, and individuals who are considered thoughtful to nonconformist or patriot developments in the territory, as well as in Sindh, where political activists have to a great extent been designated. We have likewise seen various vanishings generally, yet not solely, momentary vanishings the nation over, where the casualties incorporate bloggers, activists, columnists, and other people who are believed to be reproachful of the state. After obviously being examined, covertly detainment for days or weeks, and apparently being exposed to torment and different types of abuse, they are delivered without being accused of any offense. Transient vanishings are a moderately new type of upheld vanishings. In 2015, answering a case claiming implemented vanishing before the UN Basic Liberties Committee, Board Part Olivier de Frueville highlighted the advancement of upheld vanishing since the turn of the 100 years. He noted these days, momentary vanishings have multiplied, where casualties are set external the security of the law and secret detainment prior to being delivered weeks or months after the fact, in some cases subsequent to having been tormented and without having been got in front of an appointed authority. This depiction catches what various political pioneers from the PTI and its partners have been exposed to lately. The way that they return in the wake of staying missing doesn't mean these cases can be minimized or treated as simply one more type of erratic detainment. As courts in Pakistan have perceived, being totally cut off from the rest of the world and being put past the security of the law devastatingly affects an individual's all correct to security, poise, and prosperity, and it is likewise a type of pain for their families. This makes the demonstration a serious wrongdoing, an upheld vanishing. It likewise brings up issues about the veracity of the assertions made by the individuals who have been exposed to vanishings when they make a return, and the degree of freedom of thought behind their choices to leave the PTI. However, very much like there has been no responsibility for the people who more than once take part in political designing disregarding the Constitution and their vows in spite of various high court decisions impugning such offences, exemption for serious common freedoms infringement, for example, implemented vanishings has additionally become endemic, settled in, and organized in Pakistan. Together, such exemption has established a climate of frailty and vulnerability, debilitated ideological groups, controlled appointive results, and encouraged the culprits of this infringement, who keep on unleashing devastation with constitutionalism, a vote-based system and law and order in the country with next to no genuine outcomes. Thanks for watching and subscribing to the channel.